gunned them down like dogs.
We did.
No, they are dumb zombies, so they're trying to come through this choke point. They couldn't climb up buildings in that. Yeah, we use these barrels to set them aflame. Jin uses his big man muscles to put this piano in their way, and they
just
didn't have the know-how to just climb over it until there's like a
literal
staircase of bodies in front of it.
At that point, we all just started taking turns hopping on the piano and smacking it, shooting from the roof. Which, by the way, how many natural ones did Eva get with her crossbow?
Too many.
3.
Too many.
3.
An unfortunate amount.
Oh, that girl.
I don't think
the crossbow's
for her.
No, neither do I.
Gives a girl a gun, but not mine. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone actually got hit by them.
Someone did, but no one went like critically low or anything.
Yeah, I think it was more just we're in the vicinity when they went poof.
Yeah, was Badger? Did Badger get hit?
I think Badger got hit.
Did I?
I don't believe so.
I think he might have gotten
maybe.
gassed.
I don't think I don't remember him getting hit. I remember him getting gassed though.
Yeah, I do remember him having to roll a you can actually see the con save there, 11. Oh wait, never mind, that was towards the end of the session. Anyway, Mina was asleep throughout the entire fight.
A fever dream.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wake up at the end. And it's clear she had the shakes, she was sweating. She was talking about how cold it was, even though it was a very warm night.
For several reasons.
Fayez gave her a hand. I think we got her closer to the fire a little bit. And then watches continued.
Anything else
nothing.
happened to watch? Yeah.
I don't think anything else happened. I think it was just.
Well, we didn't roll for anything to happen. There were some conversations.
We did notice something was fucky with the fire on our watch.
Oh,
we did.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then we saw a little thing up here as well.
Yeah. Roma saw that during the fight, I think, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw it over the other side.
After the fight, like a
down
little
here.
bloop.
Yeah.
Like red glow worms flying around the flyer around
Flyer.
the fire. Then Roma saw them on this roof, and then after the fight in the morning, we saw like little remnants of them going this way.
Because we had a bit of a discussion on like what we want to do / pursue. A number of us wanted to go to the guards, a number of us didn't want to go to the guards, but most, if not all of us, kind of agreed we want to kind of know what the voice is. And because we remembered the red bioluminescence thing, we're like, okay, maybe that's a path, and then we saw like one spark is like, fucking chase it! It wasn't really like a chase scene, but we were hunting it down slowly over time.
Excuse me.
Your excuse. That was your one.
Fuck you.
So we followed the glowworms, the little red lights, by a rooftop, to sort of skip over all the zombies, which can't climb. At least the regular ones can't. Roma did spy from her rooftop a plague doctor to her right, and you two had a bit of a conversation. Kirsty?
Yep. Yeah, I found out that there was some new strain, I guess? New strain of zombies, I suppose. So we had, like, what was it? Bloaters that only stayed on the ground, and then, like, runners that could jump really high and was, like, climbing on roofs and stuff.
Yeah, that was fun.
We had to, that she then saw later on jumping through a roof that was at least, like, 4 times her height. And then, was there any other details? Well, apart from saying that she'd collect her corpses later, which was a nice little touch, but...
Yeah.
Nice.
She also said to make a lot of noise when you die.
Oh, yeah.
So
they can find us.
Yep. I was like, well, we do have something with explosive with us, so that's fine.
Sparks. Okay, I don't have anything written down that she said. After that, I think we came across the gambling hall / brothel / I think there was something else attached to it as well, but I don't seem to have it written down.
A stable?
There was a stable. That was very important. And there was a back
Yes.
gardensy kind of area, it looked like.
Yes.
Right. And we had
Uh.
heard
Go ahead.
a dog barking, and it was pretty unanimous that we were going to save that dog.
Of course we're gonna save the fucking dog.
Dog.
Yeah, the second
I
Jin was just
know.
like, yeah, it's asking for help. We're like, okay, so we're gonna help, right? And everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna help.
Yeah, oh my god, insane.
Obviously. We're not monsters.
How
No.
Crash is going to lure us into a boss fight sometime in the future. Have a distressed animal. That's it. Just have a
Yeah.
deer crying for help.
I was just a dog. Specifically a dog.
I think I would be so callous.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think you would
Without
hesitate
hesitation,
on if
yeah.
it was a cat. But a dog? Nah.
Roma and Badger.
Mhm.
After, do you want to bring us to that map, Krish? Or did you already
Sure.
delete that?
He erased it, didn't he?
The map is gone, I'm afraid, but
No
we can
worries.
do a quick draw of it.
Nah, we don't need it. Because we weren't there for that long.
Mhm.
Roma, Badger, and a few others were on their rooftop. Someone, I think, it was either Badger or someone
Yes.
threw a bottle to get their attention, lead them
Mhm.
down one of the streets, and then snuck past them. Just Roma and Badger going around the southern end of the brothel casino.
Mhm.
Cabrothel. Casothel? I don't know. Pleasure house. There we go.
Mhm.
Trying to locate the dog. After a while, the rest of us went around the northern side. Badger and Roma, you guys saw something, right? You saw an undead leap
Yeah,
over.
it was. Yeah, I think it was the undead that jumped like really, really high. I think it jumped over a similarly heighted fence that was over around the brothel, like across. I think it was like through.
Wasn't it like into a building?
Yeah, it might have been. It was ridiculously high anyway, enough to give
It
me
was
a go with the spooks.
Depot.
Mhm.
Depot,
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah. I was thinking factory, but no, that's not right.
Some of us
Depot.
on the roof saw that as well.
Mm.
I think it was mildly described as it has just removed anything that wasn't muscle and maybe a bit of bone, and it's just throwing itself with maximum force.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is a
You guys ever-
horrifying
medicine or
concept.
nature check.
Did
or
you guys
something.
ever, as children, have that toy? It's like a little monkey where you hold it by the hands and you pull it back by its feet, and then you can eat it. It's something like that.
Oh. No, but I have something similar. Yeah. Yeah, and then I think didn't Badger climb under? Yeah, managed to find a little crawl space under the fence, so was able to get in.
But nothing.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
so maybe
did
we'll-
find a little crawl space to get in.
Like a little rat.
And was it at that point that we switched back to the other team?
Yeah.
Roma started
I'm not there
heading
yet.
around Roma started heading around the towards the north again from behind. Meanwhile, we snuck past the very nearsighted zombies. Came across a stable, which appeared to be devoid of life, but Hawk did waltz in there just to make sure. We saw a desiccated, I assume rotting corpse of a horse.
Nay. And not
It
be
was
rotting. It was
It was like skeleton,
clean,
wasn't it?
it was
Yeah.
pure bleach white.
Oh, okay.
which is
You said,
Kinda
you said
haunting.
desiccated, so that made me think that there was still like skin on it or something. But yeah.
Nay.
Fucker. Yay! Right. Hawk did sort of go to his knees by the skeletonized horse. The bird, help me out, Giselle, did flit over and land on his shoulder. And he got a sort of sense from this bird that maybe maybe its skull would be important for the sake of, I don't know, maybe like having a familiar or something of the like.
Baffling concept there.
So he quite hurriedly put the horse's skull into his backpack, which is a bit too big to fully fit in there, but he's carrying it. And he also took some tack and saddle, and that was the stable. We headed south to this door, where we saw Roma coming up from the south around the corner. One picked lock later, we were able to open this door, releasing a lot of spores from the fungi that was decorating this this door. But we didn't get infected. DC 0 is pretty easy to beat, and we entered.
Imagine having a -1 somehow getting
I was gonna say, what if we had a -1?
I know, like-
could fail.
Then
Yeah, I would say
You-
sometimes.
are a failure.
You are not long for this world.
Yeah.
Guy just looks at that thing and is like, I didn't think this would happen. Alright, sure. Level 2 infection, because I guess.
Yeah. So you chose this to be your dump stat, really.
So
Anyway.
we entered this garden
I
where
did that.
Badger was waiting, and we saw a lady, part lady, part mushroom, that was trying to comfort
Mostly mushroom.
this dog here,
Mhm,
mostly mushroom.
Yeah.
Used to be mostly lady now.
I'd say she's still mostly human shaped.
Yeah.
So
That looks like 30% mushroom, 60% human, and 10%. There should be something here, but it's not.
Cage.
Yeah.
And we round up here, so 6% human means that she's all human.
Huh?
Majority vote.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I guess.
She seemed different from the other zombies of, like you said, like actually trying to like comfort or like let the dog smell her hand kind of thing. And it's like, okay, there's some thought process here. And we can see the thought process because the brain is exposed. Can you? No, probably not. Synapse is very
Mm-mm.
small.
You cannot.
Anything else?
No, I believe that's where we ended.
Very small detail of because Jin had a speak with animals going. He heard the dog go from "Don't make me bite you" to barking for help. And initially, it's like, "Oh God, the dog needs help." And then after seeing this, it's like, "Oh, he was asking her for help in dog." That's a small detail. And after that, I think that's it.
Excellent. Well then, allow me a moment. I need to wipe something down because that energy drink spill is... I missed a spot, I guess. So I'll be right back really fast. But then we'll get into it.
Okie dokie.
I doodled like little zombies to indicate where the zombies were on the previous map, and for some reason I really like how that looked.
Came out well.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was the little zombie head.
Yeah, he
A
had like
little
a
bite
chunk
taken out of
off
it.
his head. Yeah. I was like, that's adorable. I also tried to
was.
do it so that it looked like his jaw and like his left side was like broken, but instead it just looked like he was facing to the side. It's like, you know what, that's acceptable. He's a tech. God bless you, saves.
Thanks.
And I'm back.
Hello.
I'm back.
Let's see. No, not that song just yet.
Song
hmm.
just wet. I mean, just what? Just never mind.
Let's see. No kickflip sound effect is not what I want. No.
What?
What is this monkey?
It's
That's
the
the
monkey he was talking about.
toy. Yeah, the one you can stretch and shoot.
Stretch and shoot.
Just fire a zombie into the sky. Man, I can't wait for us to like have to fight that, and it's just like it starts just mopping the floor with us. It's like, oh, this is an escape mission. I see.
You think you can
Just to
outrun it?
survive.
How bold of you.
It has to have like a fucking like. What strength would it have? Like a +6 or 7 strength?
It replaces all strength checks with dex checks. Just like the Empowered has the capability of doing the inverse. This one has some clicking noise, which I know is from the game itself. That's what happens when you click on the
Click on an option.
buttons. Yeah. Okay, let's not do that then, because that's gonna bug the shit out of me.
How did they not get a clean all you have to do is just not move
You
your
just-
mouse.
Okay, that's fine. I know the actual title of it. The talking book. Holy hell. YouTube is slow right now.
Oh,
You
sorry,
need
still
that
on
narrator
YouTube power.
voice.
I guess they found a workaround again against ad block, so that's a shame. There we go. No
Oh, that's
weird
much better.
clicking sound effect this time. So we pick back up right where we left off. You are all stood at opposite sides of this little gazebo, barring any entrance and exit into and out of the place. The gazebo itself, while it might have originally been full of glass pane windows, many of them are long since shattered, the walls overgrown by the natural flora of this garden, able to grow rampant, as well as the new vegetation nearby. These mushrooms that spew out red spores. The same coloration and same appearance as the trail you've all been following to this point. And it all ends with that lady, quote unquote, in front of you, who gives off a similar red presence. Its hand is stretched out as you all walk up, palm facing the ground towards the dog, who is now quiet at the new people nearby. Badger, you were the first on the scene and the first to see the events. What do you do?
I would like to try. You know, I do notice that she has her hand out, but I would still like to try to get it between her and the dog.
Certainly. You rush over, interposing yourself between her and the dog. She recoils backwards from you, suddenly pulling her arm away from the direction of the now quiet dog, and back to herself. This is when the rest of you show up, seeing Badger bravely interpose himself between this shambler and this dog, who, fortunately, does not seem to be undead. What do you all do?
She's facing this direction, right?
Correct.
Yeah, she hasn't seen us yet.
Actually, let's do this instead. I have a better idea.
Are you gonna roll initiative?
Would you want that?
Yeah, not really. It seems like a social encounter.
No, sir.
No.
Denver's like,
No,
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 this.
no.
Nah, Denver. I specifically said Denver got as far away from the door as possible.
On the other side.
I don't fuck with that.
Another small detail. Denver said, "Don't light a match in this place; it will explode."
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you're.
It would be a very
That was
fast
really
TPK, but that would be really funny.
It would be.
It sounds like some shit I'd pull a Baldur's Gate. It's like, I wonder what happens if I do this. Reloading
Yeah.
that save real quick.
This is not the optimal color for this, but oh well. That's fine. Make it a bit brighter, perhaps. Just to get an idea of where you guys are literally standing.
Alright, little gazebo. Doggo. Oh yeah, there was a body, wasn't there?
There was a dead body,
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah.
still there.
And it was bleeding.
Oh shit.
Well, it was bleeding. Now it's probably stopped bleeding.
The body still bleeds.
As long as it doesn't move. Which,
Not yet.
considering the area has a DC 0, I think it probably wouldn't. It's hard to pin down if it would or would not reanimate. I would lean towards
Badger came in from the south side. You all can come in from the north side.
Oh,
Allow me to even draw a little pathway for all of you.
oh, this is where the rocks went.
Badger would have. So. There we are.
Do we know where Fayez is?
No one knows where Fayez is.
Right, I remember
yeah,
why.
he's in
fuck.
looking for supplies, right?
He's elsewhere.
You guys turned to look at him on the other building, and he was not there.
Mhm.
Which Mina remarked is something he does recurringly. And she's not fond of the practice.
Also, I think we were supposed to say like
Get
what we
something
potentially
for-
wanted him
yeah.
to get, and then we just didn't do that. We had-
I know. I didn't send out a reminder because I've been busy, so we'll discuss those contents at a later point.
Yeah, that's not an important thing for now. Anyways,
Was this everyone?
Nope. Just 1 second. Let me see. Yeah.
Excellent.
yeah,
Let's
comes down
see.
again. Jesus, that static is driving me bonkers.
How perfect. Allow me to get a location placeholder for the other fellow.
The dude, the lad, the not zombie. Fair.
Oh, he's so thin.
Oh, he's so red. Oh, he's so dead.
So red, so dead.
Red Dead. That's it.
That's all you need to know. No other
Well-
words after that.
Perfect.
So, what do you want to do?
Jin wants to mildly test the water, saying that this situation is handled by Badger. Future sense. I'm gonna try to whistle, just like a really sharp, just to try and get her attention. See if she responds to that. I need like recognition to the sound kind of thing.
You whistle out and she turns to look at you. Shamblers are rather fond of noise.
Yeah. He's going to point over there. Basically just like get out of the gazebo for a second. Like, go. If you can understand me, would you Stand over there.
How the hell would it be able to understand you, Jin?
Why?
What?
Because
What
we're
in
looking
the-
for an ominous voice in our head.
You hear the why in your head. How perfect.
Well.
You all hear it.
Because this is a very alien scenario for everyone. It would be comforting, let's say, if you could stand out of the way while we investigate this.
Very well.
Hmm?
She walks away and stands with her arms behind her back, one hand holding on to the other arm's wrist, making her nature laid bare, so to speak. Revealing the woman she was and the thing she is.
Did that thing just speak?
Oh, that not be right.
There's a lot
The
of things
dead.
here that are not right.
The dead should be staying dead. Well, we've at least found the answer to a mystery.
Badger's just sitting there petting the dog.
The dog begins barking at you.
You're mine now. I hope you know that.
Denver rolls her eyes.
Is it a playful bark or is it a
Help, bark.
Fuck you, Bark.
goblin help?
Green one.
It is
That's
in
good
a
aim.
similar tone as the one you all first heard when you were all the way back out on top of the apartment blocks. Away, back, away.
Oh.
I'm going to try to test something. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to move here. And slowly, so it has plenty of time to,
Register.
tell me to fuck off. Try to reach for this corpse here. Doesn't
It
make a-
rushes over and begins barking at you.
Jin is going to take off his gloves, which I only mentioned because he has a strange birthmark on his hand, and I hope Crash understands what that means. He's gonna take a knee and just, I guess, call to the dog from a distance, and just hold out his hand like, "Come here, it is safe. We can help you. Well, we can try."
Roll me an animal handling check at advantage.
I can roll an animal handling check advantage. There's a toggle for this one. Remember, press that. Oh my god!
Nice.
Wow.
Very good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't even need the advantage. You hold out your hand to this pup, this young dog. And as you do so, it stops barking for a moment. And then begins to slowly inch towards you. A few inches, sniffing, gauging you, before taking one big leap over to you and pushing itself into your hand, then proceeding to grab hold of it with its mouth and dragging you to the best of its small statured ability over to the body. Do
Yeah.
you comply?
Oh, absolutely, he complies with this good dog.
It brings you over and begins barking the more recent tone of bark at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think He's looking at the body and almost absent-mindedly just patting the dog, like, lightly on the back or the head, and just like, it's fine, it's fine.
You see
Yes.
a garbed individual, hooded, masked, cloaked. Their belongings on their person laying bare as they are outstretched